good evening, or afternoon, or morning. I really don't know where you are and what part of the world you're in, but hop in, say hello. It is 7:38 Eastern Standard Time. That's my time, and I have no set schedule here yet. And it's time to start rolling some trainings out and getting you guys into action. This is the digital DMO, and the digital DMO is a page where you will receive training on digital marketing strategies using this handbook that you can get for free. The digital DMO. Okay. I do not have a link to it on this page. I have it on my personal profile, but I'll take care of that. The digital DMO, and I must not be okay. So you might be reading it backwards. I do apologize for that. All right, so I'm gonna introduce this book to you, and I want you to be aware of some of the things that are in it. And as I do this, I'm gonna hold it up because I don't have anything fancy planned out right now. All right, so this book is, I printed mine out, so you will get a digital copy of some pages that you can print. And by the way, I am Michelle Day. I created this book so that you can get into action and start making progress on your network marketing strategy. If you are an affiliate marketer, you can use this as well. You need to get traction and influence if you are promoting online. This is not necessarily specific for any kind of offline activity. If you're still doing networking, if you're doing vendor events, by all means do that. But this is a strategy that you're going to use to promote online so that people that don't know you can get to know you. Okay. And then you can create raving fans and more sales and customers. Okay. So that's what we want to do. We want to have loyal fans that will be converted into followers and leads and customers. That's what we want to do. Okay. So this is a pretty self-explanatory page, and I'm not going to talk about it, but you can list your business details here. Okay. What I'm going to do is flip over to I want to actually talk about the actual tracker. Okay. All right. So this is what the tracker looks like. And again, it's probably a little bit on the backward side, but I'm going to go over these features that are right here, and I'm going to name them one by one so that you know exactly what you're supposed to be doing every day. Okay. Every day. And there's some health, some wellness tips down here that you can get points for. And if you attend your trainings, your company trainings, your team trainings, you can get your credit here. And then you're going to tally up your points. So let me explain how this works. Okay. You're going to check off each box is worth a point. Okay. If you had 3 trainings in one day, it doesn't matter. It's 1 point. So go to all of them, if you can, but it's 1 point because there's just the one box to check. You are giving yourself points, and at some point in time, I am going to be posting a sort of an inside tracker as it is, and then you can take your points for the week, and you can put them on that tracker. And you can maybe receive a kudos, okay? Receive some shout outs for doing a job well done. So that's the goal here, all right? Now, I'm going to start reading these off, and I'm going to explain to you how this works in detail. And that's all we're going to cover tonight. All right? So the daily tracker, these points are designs at the end of the week. You're going to go down here. There's some places that you're going to tally your points, and you're going to put them in this box, and you're going to have this box right here. And then for the month, there is a monthly tracker in here, and I've printed mine out, and it's right here. So you can see your progress for the entire year. Okay. This is a 1-year tracker, and it's not dated. You can start on this right away. You can pick it up and start on it right away. Print your pages as you need them, and make sure that you are tracking your results. All right, so the power hour is actually a power 90. I changed this to power 90. Your version will say power 90. We're so accustomed to power hour. It's going to take you at least 90 minutes to do this every day, because if you are new or you have been around for a while but you're not real consistent, there's a good chance that you're not very consistent on being you're not being very consistent on social media and getting traction and getting influence. So that's what you want to strive to do. You need to have influence. Influence is the secret sauce to getting more fans, followers, leads, and customers. Okay, it's very important that you understand that. All right, so I'm going to read these off, and you can see what you're going to be giving yourself points for. Creating an engagement post. So an engagement post is one of those things that you are going to be asking somebody an easy question. It could be in the form of this or that. I'm going to paint my bedroom blue. What's your favorite color? What do you think of blue bedrooms? Anything that it asks a question that somebody in your on your list, in your friends list or your followers, is going to answer. So you might want to make the engagement post something entertaining, something that will encourage people, something fun that they want to answer. Nothing too hard, because hard things, don't ask people about their goals. Don't ask people hard stuff, because I don't know about you, when I see stuff like that, I don't want to think about it. I look at it for like half a minute, and I scroll on by. So make it something fun, okay? I'm thinking about going on vacation. What's your favorite vacation spot? I think one time I posted a beach or a cabin in the mountains, something like that, okay? So make sure that you make that kind of an engagement post. And you're only going to do this a couple of times a week, because the goal is to boost your algorithm. You want to have more comments on your posts so that you'll have better reach on other posts. Okay, so this is why this is important. This is why people do this. So at least twice a week, you're going to make an engagement post. The rest of the week, you're going to post. You're going to post in your feed 3 to 4 times a day. Now, you can shorten this a little bit if you want. I have 3 to 4 times a day in the book. I would make a minimum of 3. If you are finding you're getting really good engagement for the day, by all means, stop at 2 and still give yourself a point. No big deal, okay? But you're going to have to do more than one, and you need to space them out. So as a guideline, you're going to want to do 3 to 4 a day, one in the morning, one in the afternoon, one in the evening, at a bare minimum. Okay. You need to post in your stories 3 to 5 times a day. Why? Because some people just look at stories. Okay. Some people just look at stories. Now, what kind of posts will these be? What kind of things are you going to post? Well, got that covered for you. Okay. If you turn to this page, you are going to see, this is your social media strategy. You are going to see that there are some things right here that are really great things to post. Okay. So we're talking about things that have to do with selling psychology. Okay. The way people purchase things. And you're going to post things like social proof. That's testimonials. You might recognize a team member. And it doesn't have to be somebody you recruited. Okay. It can be somebody in your team that did something amazing. Okay. Whoever that is on your team, on your big team. Just find somebody and post about them. Okay. Sense of urgency, FOMO. If you've got a deal that you are wanting to promote at the last minute, you should do that. You are dead. What does that mean? All right. Storytelling. Hey, Joanne. Storytelling. You want to tell your story. Okay. You want to make sure that because people love stories and they love the rags to riches type stories. I overcame this thing over here and I triumphed over here. So whatever that is, tell a story about it. People love stories. And so you get a lot of traction. If you even have one good thing that's happened in your business, tell it. Okay. People can follow your journey. You do not have to be the all-time high recruiting, high performing person. You can just, if you're new, you're starting out, you just say, hey, I'm new, I'm starting out. Follow along, follow my journey. Okay. All right. And another thing you can do is create curiosity in your, especially if you're going to be posting about your product. I can tell people about my products, but they're not going to pay attention. Okay. If I tell them about the newest and greatest thing I have, I can tell them about my product and what it is and what it does. Not going to pay attention. Not on social media. Okay. They don't pay attention. But if you don't tell them what it is, but what it did, okay, what the benefit was, and you're going to have to approach it from an emotional standpoint, okay? Especially here on Facebook, because on Facebook, people are scrolling and scrolling and scrolling, and they don't really, it's going to have to be something captivating, something that's going to catch their attention. So make sure that you do that. My little screen over here popped on. Okay. So in order to do this, you're going to have a very intriguing headline. And then you're going to tell about what it did and what it does, how this particular thing took you from here, or your friend from here to here, okay? Without telling what it is. I know that sounds very odd, okay? It sounds very strange because you just want to tell people what it is and what it does. But you need to create curiosity. Okay, so if I hold this cup up and I talk about my magic juice that helps me with my circulatory, improve my circulatory system, because I have a history of heart disease in my family, and I went from this blood pressure to this blood pressure, it's going to resonate with the right person, but I'm not going to be able to say what it is because I want people to come and ask. That is how you start conversations. Okay. And your goal always on social media is to start a conversation. All right. All right. I hope that makes sense. So your post should be at least 80% value driven and only 20% promotional. Okay. So I'm not going to get into branding and that whole thing tonight, but because I'm just doing this particular set of points, but we will get into that later on. But so your goal is to educate, inspire, entertain, and promote. If you can write down EIEP, EIE, whatever. Entertain, inspire, educate, and promote. Those are the 4 things that you want to do. Okay. And only 20% of the promote. All right. So we've covered story posts. We've covered posting on your feed. Follow-ups, very important. Follow-ups, comments, and messages, and engaging on stories. This is going to be the most important part of what you do, and you need to do it, start doing it first thing before you post, okay? Or at least 20 minutes or so before you post. And sometimes this is going to make you run long, and this is why this is a power 90. Okay, so when you are going down your feed, you want to start loving and then commenting on virtually most everything you see. If it's something that does not resonate with you at all, scroll on by. Okay, you can't love every single thing, but if you are inviting people who are entrepreneurs to connect with you, you should be commenting on their things and loving their things. So make sure that you spend a fair amount of time going down through there and doing that. You may even want to put your followers or your friends on some sort of a spreadsheet so that you can just click and go straight to their profile and just go down, put a heart on a couple of things, and maybe send them a message. Hey, how are you? The goal is to get as much engagement as you can. If you go to stories and you start, if you start putting hearts on stories, or if you leave a comment in your stories, it goes straight to that person's messenger. And when you hit their messenger, they're going to automatically start seeing your stuff. Okay? That's a tip. Make sure you spend enough time engaging with other people. And the more you do this, then the more you get, okay? The more people you will start to see, the more people you can interact with, all right? Engage in groups, okay? Engaging in groups. So I'm going to actually try to share my screen, and I had intended, I'm going to go ahead and do this. So I'm going to share. I'm going to actually go over here to Facebook. I'm going to get some things ready here. And I am going to go groups. You can't see it yet. And I'm going to pull up a group. Okay, and I'm going to start sharing my screen here. Present, share screen. And we're going to go to here. I'm going to be very brief. I'm going to show you how to do this. Your goal here is to make connections, nothing else. And you can do this in any group, okay? Most groups have a no spamming policy. And if you can get in your mind that your only purpose for scrolling around and making connection in groups is to make a friend. That's it, not to sell. If you can get that in your mind, then you will feel so much better about this. Because what happens is when you connect with somebody and you start having conversations, you start making a friend, okay? So if I were going to go down here, and I don't even know, okay, I'm in network marketing business opportunities. You want to make sure that you are in a couple of these types of groups if you are a network marketer, okay? Now, Claren has she has a post in here. I've actually connected with Claren. Claren is one of my friends, okay? So I'm just going to go down here, and you can see, I want you to see, all of these are, I'm just going to scroll down a few minutes here, a couple minutes. These are all product posts or opportunity posts that get 0 engagement. Nobody's looking at them. Why? Because everybody's promoting in here and they don't understand how to do it. Okay. Now, I'm not interested in anything to do with any kind of financial services, so I don't generally post on those. All right, so here this lady is talking about, are you looking for a supportive sisterhood where you can find hope, encouragement, and a way to contribute to your family's income? Join our community of strong, inspiring women who are committed to lifting each other up. Here, our community is strong, inspiring women who I read that. Here you will learn how to be consistent, grow as a leader, deepen your faith. Together, we'll empower each other to reach our full potential, and so on and so forth. Become a part of a movement. Now, I don't know what she does. So if I want to know what she does, I know that she is a sales team leader at Mary and Martha. Mary and Martha is a company that sells, what am I looking for? Not knickknacks. That's not the word I wanted, but home decor with a faith influence. Okay, so I can go view her profile. I can see what she does right through here. She has quite a following. She is a sales team leader at Mary and Martha, studied criminal justice, and has some college background. She may be a person and she's a person of faith. So I'm very interested in getting to know her. So what I will do is I will go back and say, hey, I'm just going to send her a message. If I can type today. I saw your post and say where you found it, okay? And I got to say, yeah, okay, I'm sharing this. Found inspiring and get to know each other, and perhaps at some point collaborate. So this is exactly what I'm sending to her. Okay. Hi, Jacqueline. Saw your post in the Network Marketing Business Opportunities group. Found it inspiring. I was hoping we could connect and get to know each other and perhaps at some point collaborate. I'm sending this. And please make sure you spell the name correctly. See, I did not do that, so I have to correct it. Do not mess that part up. Jacqueline. I have to say it out loud. All right, I'm good with that. And I'm going to add her as a friend, okay? They won't let me do it. That's okay. I've already sent her the, and sometimes Facebook has been doing this because we don't have a connection in between us. I think that's why. LinkedIn does that too. So anyway, I can't add her, but that's okay. I've already sent her a message, and so that's good. All right, so that's one done, okay? So you want to try to do 3 to 5 of these a day. And what that does is it keeps your funnel full. Okay? It's going to keep your funnel full. All right, so I'm going to stop sharing that. All right. And engage in those groups, okay? Let's go down through there. Another thing I like to do is ask a question in the group. And whatever group it is you're in, if it's, basket weaving, ask about what's your favorite, I don't know. What's your favorite material to do? Where do you buy your material? Whatever is, ask a question in the group that's engaging, that will have people answer you. And then you can go down through the comments and see who resonates with you, who you might want to get to know. Okay. That's another thing you can do. All right. So that's all I'm doing tonight. So we just went down through those little points there, and we'll do more trainings. I might pop back on here on Thursday or something, and then we'll hit a few more things. Okay. So anyway, any questions you have for me, feel free to ask, and just put them in the comments, send me a message, whatever, and have a great evening. Thanks, Joanne, for popping on.